Okay, 1707, good luck. We've not played before, there's no head-to-head score there. 2800 games of rapid, that's really good, very impressive. Yeah, let's get the bishop out. Let's develop the other bishop as well. See, lots of squares we can go to here. Okay, comes forward. I'm just going to drop the bishop back there. So this is a nice square, but you do potentially run into issues with the pawn pushing on, so you've got to be a little bit careful. Bishop up could be useful as well. So it depends what my opponent does here. c4 could be useful. Knight up and then e4 could be useful. Lots of options. Bishop up, of course, creates an immediate threat, so might provoke a pawn push. Yeah, queen up. Might be wanting to go queen side. There's also a possible check there, so I'm going to spend a move on c3 just to cut this move out. But that tells me he might want to go queen side. Okay, so I'm going to bring this knight up first, just in case I want to do that myself. Bishop up is an idea. Oh, he's pushed his pawn. Now, I think I'm okay to trade here. And we've got a target. I don't want that pawn coming on, so I'm going to take. I'm just going to bring the bishop up. I'm not sure what I'm going to take with if he takes. We've got 3 options. Okay, plays forward. So that does invite knight up to hit the bishop, but that looks like a sensible move to me. I can always bring the other knight across. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Try not to burn too much time. Just potentially trade the knight for the bishop, and then this knight can come across. Queen up might be a move at the right moment. Even queen here to target this pawn. He's gone back. Okay, I'm going to play queen up, I think, just to target the pawn. It's easy to miss a threat like that. If he comes forward, I can always just drop back. I suspect he's going to go queen side, but obviously we'll find out as the game progresses. Now this knight up, if you do c4, I can still come back this way. It might be slightly awkward, but I'm not seeing anything better, so I'm going to advance this knight. Okay, comes forward. So do I go for it and castle this side? Actually, why not? I'm going to make the first step and go queen side, just put immediate pressure on the pawn. So take, knight back, and we challenge the pawn and the queen at the same time. Not necessarily winning anything, but it's a challenge. It's an initiative, hopefully. Right, gain a knight, lose a knight, gain a bishop. So if I take, I think I've still got the same concept. Take, knight back, pressure the pawn. Yeah, I think it's fine to take here. I might be wrong because he could take this way. I don't think he will because I can grab the bishop. So I'll come back and we hit 2 at once. It's whether we can put any pressure on. Like knight here could be a nuisance move as well. Okay, so where's he going with his king? I've got a chance to play e4 or c4 here. Obviously b5 is a problem. I'd favour e4. Bishop down otherwise is a bit of a problem as well. I think that looks like a strong move to me. Threatening to take. He's got bishop here, but bishop this way, maybe knight up is a real nuisance move. He can't capture because of the pin. And if he goes bishop here, take, bishop takes, then we've got c4. So he's played knight up, but doesn't that just walk into a pawn push? I think he's just blundered there. Am I missing something here? Bishop down, just take, collect. Yeah, I think he's just blundered. Very, very easily done. Okay. Let's take the knight. If queen takes, I can still take this pawn. There's still a little bit of risk there. The bishop could get active, but... Oh, it's chosen to castle. Is there a spectacular sacrifice here? Check, king back. I don't see it. I don't think there is. I don't think I can support this pawn. But I do have knight here, don't I, to hit these two. I'm up a piece, so it makes sense to get more pieces off the board if I can. And then if we trade here, I might be able to plant this pawn. It might be possible. Might not be possible, but we might try it. So we're going to take the bishop. You've got... This one is covered, so you can't take that. But I think I can do this. Try and plant this pawn. Then a sack might actually become feasible, especially if I can get the queen to come across. But I'm just trying to do this now to obviously plant the pawn. Comes forward. Can't actually take or push there, so I'm going to go here. I got to be careful. Oh, this opens up. There's a potential pin to my queen. I still got to pay attention. Now, where does this bishop go? I guess f3 is a very natural square. Maybe here and there's a sack. Again, I don't see it working just yet, but maybe it's a concept. Okay, there is a pawn there. I think I'm going to play king across just to get off this file. If you take now, though, I have to go with the pawn, otherwise I drop a bishop. It might have been a mistake, that, but there was a loose pawn there. So takes, I'm going to take back here, and then try and move the bishop somewhere useful. Oh, pushes forward. Well, I think I can just take that now. That's covered. Yeah, I think that's a mistake. I think I get a pawn there. Now I'm attacking this one as well. I can double the rooks up either way here. That might have been a bigger mistake than losing the knight earlier on. It's very, very easy just to have a lapse like that and lose a piece like that. Been there, done it. But rook across is very strong here. But again, I'm looking at this concept if it works. If the queen was here, the queen could easily get in. Probably doesn't quite work with the rooks, but two across, very difficult to defend. I've just got to not blunder something silly now. And obviously we're attacking this pawn as well. Pawn up, maybe just a simple bishop up. Maybe the rook across. Let's just worry about it when it's our go. Get the cursor off the board. Oh, he's pushed the pawn forward, so he's seen the idea. But I think I'm okay just to take here. Now, I could leave that there, actually. What about takes, takes? Give the bishop back. Rook takes, though, there is this. But then I go back. And then I'm attacking the queen under checkmate threat. So, I mean, pawn up is a very strong move as well. Pawn up is probably the safe way to play it. Rook sack is probably fine, but I'm going to go g4. It's probably the less risky way to play it. We're just trying to break through. Again, attacking the bishop. I can still move the bishop. I can grab this pawn. Obviously, we're threatening just to take and rip the king's position open now. Okay, rook across to attack the bishop indeed. So I can take a pawn. Actually, that's a nasty one, that. That sets up a nice tactic. I'm going to go this way. If you go here, I just simply take the queen. If you go here, I take the queen. And you've got to watch out for a nasty check and mate threat. That's very easy to miss there. Yeah, opponent's missed it, so that's just going to be check and mate, I think. That's a very nasty one to miss, isn't it? Very nasty. So that's just going to be checkmate next move. Very, very easy to miss something like that. Very, very easy, even when you've got plenty of time on the clock. Obviously, I've pre-moved the checkmate there to checkmate next move. The king only has 2 squares and can't escape. Okay, that's a very good win.